Hello, students. Today we will start another new chapter, that is human reproductive system, in which we study the topic anatomy and physiology of male reproductive system. So let's start the video. Okay, so as you all see on your screen, the diagram of anatomy of male reproductive system. So in this reproductive system, that is male reproductive system, we will study about different parts which are under the male reproductive system, and we will study one by one in brief what are the different parts, and what are the functions of these parts. So one by one we will study these. So let's start. Okay, so in the very first, we will go through the different parts which are under the male reproductive system. So, in the very first, we have here testes, epididymis, vas deferens, seminal vesicles, prostate gland, bulbourethral gland, and penis. So, one by one, we will study these organs in brief. So, let's start first. Testes. Okay, so when we talk about the testes are the paired male gonads, and these form sperm. And these are oval in shape. And when we talk about the length is 4 to 5 centimeter, and whereas the width is 2 to 3 centimeter. And these are situated outside the abdominal cavity within a pouch called scrotum. And when we talk about the scrotum have very low temperature uh, uh, in comparison of normal internal body temperature, that is 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius. And why it is so? Because it is very important for the formation of sperm, or we can say that the process of spermatogenesis. So another thing we have that testis is covered by a dense covering, and this covering is called capsule tunica albuginea. Okay, in each testis 250 compartments called testicular lobules, and each lobule 1 to 3 convoluted coiled seminiferous tubule. What it mean? It mean that each testis have 250 compartments. And what are they called? They are called testicular lobules. And each lobule have 1 to 3 convoluted, that is coiled seminiferous tubules. Okay, now what is the function of testis? It is very simple. Testis produce a sperm. Okay, testis produce a sperm, and whereas the vas deferens and epididymis transport semen to the vagina. And whereas the reproductive glands have very vital role, that is it add the vital fluid to sperm, which increase the mobility of the sperm. Now, penis delivers semen to vagina, and testes produce male sex hormone, that is called testosterone. Okay, so now next we have spermatogenesis. It is not quite that simple, but we have to try it to understand that what is spermatogenesis and how it is occur in our body. So when we talk about the spermatogenesis, what is it? It is the process of formation of a sperm, or we can say that the process of formation of a sperm is known as spermatogenesis. Okay, and where it is occur? It is occur in the seminiferous tubule of testis, and the testis must be maintained at proper temperature for sperm to survive. And as we earlier studied in the slide, that the temperature is about 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius. And why it is so? Because the testes are present outside the body, and which maintain, or because of that the testes temperature is very low in comparison of the normal body temperature, because it is very important for producing sperm. Okay, now scrotum is sac that contain testes, epididymis, and beginning of vas differentia. So I hope you got the point that what is spermatogenesis and how it is occur in the body. Okay, next we have external genitalia. These are located outside the body, and what are they? They are penis, two testes, and two epididymis. These are the organs which are present outside the body, and these are very useful in the formation of sperm. And due to the presence of outside the body, they are very low in temperature in comparison of the normal body temperature. So these are known as external genitalia. Okay, when we talk about the internal genitalia located in the pelvic cavity. Okay, and these have two vas differentia, as you can see here in the diagram. That is two vas differentia. Okay, two seminal vesicles. These are the seminal vesicles which are two in number, or which are paired, and prostate gland, as you can see here in the diagram. This is the prostate gland, and two bulbourethral gland. Where it is here, two bulbourethral glands. Okay, okay, so all these are known as internal genitalia, and where it is present, these are present in the pelvic cavity. Okay, now when we talk about the epididymis and penis, what is epididymis? It is coiled tube-shaped organ, as you can see here in your diagram. That the epididymis is coiled tube-shaped organ, which is lies on the top of the testis within the scrotum. As you can see here, the this is testis, and the epididymis is lies over the top of the testis. And what is the use of this coiled shaped organ? It is very useful for the production of sperm, maturation, and storage of the sperm. Okay, when the sperm is matured, it is released into the vas deferens, as you can see here in the diagram. That is what is this is was reference. And when the sperm is fully matured, it is released into the was difference, and where here it can travel and reaches to the shaft of the penis. Here you can see here. Okay, now it also contain urethra. It is a passage of urine release. Okay, it is known as glans penis. The tip of the and When we talk about the tip of the penis, the tip of penis is protected by the foreskin. Here you can see here in the diagram that the panels have foreskin, which is very useful for protection and for the covering of the panels. Okay, so I hope you understand that what is epididymis and what is the role of the penis, and how the sperm is matured and transferred into the vas deferens. Okay, when we talk about the function of the penis, it contain erectile tissue. Okay, and what is the role of these tissue? These tissue increase blood flow during sexual stimulation, result in erection. Okay, and it allow it to be placed within the vagina. And what is the role of it? It is very important for ejaculation of semen into the vagina. Okay, now when we talk about the urethra are the urinary bladder to external opening at the tip of the penis. Okay, so what is it? Male urethra extends from the urinary bladder to the external opening at the tip of penis, and urinary meters is serves as dual function. And what are they? They are firstly elimination of urine and ejaculation of semen. Okay, during ejaculation, sphincters close to keep urine from escaping. Okay, some sphincters are present, and what is the role of that sphincters? These sphincters close the passage of the urine. Okay, now sometimes referred to as genitourinary system, and the whole this system is known as genitourinary system. Okay, now next slide is was defense. And when we talk about the was defense, what is the role of it? We can say that the was defense is very useful for the transportation of sperm from testis to the penis. Okay, so what is the role of was defense? It is very important to transport the sperm which is produced in the testes, and it travel via was difference and empties into the urethra. So what is the role of it? It is just only for the transportation of the sperm from testis to the penis. Okay, now next, seminal vesicles. Seminal vesicles, these are two glands and at base of urinary bladder, which is connected to the vas deferens just before it empties to the urethra. Secrete a fluid that nourishes sperm, rich in glucose. This fluid, along with sperm constituents semen fluid ejaculated during sexual intercourse. Okay, so here we can see in the diagram that this is the seminal vesicle. Okay, so what is the function of it? It is it secrete a fluid that nourish the sperm. Okay, the fluid is in viscous in nature. Okay, and what is the role of this fluid? This fluid is very important for the transportation of sperm. Okay, only sperms are not able to transfer from one place to another. Okay, so this fluid is very important for the increment of the mobility of the sperm, and this fluid is very rich in glucose. Okay, I hope you will understand that what is seminal vesicle and what is the role of it. Okay, now next, when we talk about the prostate gland, these are single glands located just below the urinary bladder. As you can see here in the diagram, that this is the prostate gland, and it is just located below the urinary bladder. And surrounded urethra was reference empties into urethra within the prostate. And what is the when we talk about the role of the prostate gland, that what is the role of the prostate gland? It secrete alkaline fluid. It secrete alkaline fluid, and which neutralize the pH of urethra and vagina. Okay, as we know that the vagina is very acidic in nature, so that it will kill the sperms. Okay, so for that the prostate gland secrete alkaline fluid, which help in neutralizing the pH of vagina. Okay, critical for sperm survival. As you can see here, the critical for sperm survival. Enlargement of prostate puts pressure on both urethra and vas deferentia, causes problem in both urination and ejaculation. Okay, when the prostate gland increase in their size, it will cause the problem in both urination and ejaculation. Okay, okay, now next we have bulbourethral gland, which is also known as Copper's gland. The second name of bulbourethral gland is Cowper's gland. These are two small glands. These are two small glands, and either side of the urethra, as you can see here in the diagram, this is the place of bulbourethral gland. Okay, this is the place of bulbourethral gland. Just below the prostate, has you can see here the prostate. This is the prostate gland, and the below the prostate gland, you can see here the prostate gland. This is prostate gland, and below the this prostate gland, the bulbourethral gland is present. And what is the role of this? What is the role of it? It is very important to secrete mucus like lubricating fluid. It is also produce the mucus like fluid, which is very helpful in the transportation of sperm from you can see here from testis to the vagina. Okay. Okay, now next we have here the different organs and their functions. So one by one we study the different organs and their functions. So first we have the testis and seminiferous tubule. What is the function of it? It is very important for the sperm production. Next is collecting duct. It is important for the transport and storage of the sperm. Next is epididymis. It is very important for the transport and maturation and ejaculation. Vas deferens is very important for the transport and ejaculation. Seminal vesicle, as we studied earlier, it secretes the thick liquid to transport sperm. Next, we have prostate gland, and what is the role of it? It is very important that it secretes thin alkaline solution, which neutralize the pH of female system, urine and female system, that is vagina. Next is Cowper's gland. Cowper's gland is also known as bulbourethral gland, and what is the role of it? It secrete the lubricated fluid, okay, which transport the sperm. Next is urethra. Urethra is very important for the passage of urine and sperm. Next, last is the penis, and it is very important for the copulation. So here the all anatomy and physiology of the male reproductive system, and I hope you will understand the complete anatomy and physiology of the male reproductive system, their organs, their location and their function. Okay, so thank you so much for watching.